Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala. The Sheikh, he said, I think did we read this all yesterday, this first part?
Nah. We did with this,
No.
went over it.
I mean, I went all the way over it. You guys just didn't read it, or we need to go over it?
No, we just need to read it.
Okay. Start us off, Ya Abdullah.
وكل من أثم ما يكون خطرا وأكثر ما يكون وقوعا.
Yakunu.
I thought it was you.
No.
Yeah. What changed that one? The math?
No, they were all like that. Ma yakunu.
Oh, I thought it was you. Okay. Ma yukunu Qur'an. Okay. فأشك محمد ابن عبد الوهاب رحمه الله أصار على الأشرة لكثرة وقوعها. Now I got a question about that one. Why this one got the kasra and the other one you told us had a dhamma? وإذا تأملت هذه الأشرة فعل وقوعها كثير. Why that one got the dhamma and the other got the kasra?
Okay. This one is here.
Just go ahead and finish.
Huh?
Go ahead. I thought you wanted me to finish and then you explain. But go ahead.
لكثرة وقوعها. This is because it's مضاف إليه.
Okay.
لكثرة وقوعها. This is due to the abundance of its occurrence. So you have that possession there. وإذا تأملت هذه العشرة فعلا وقوعها كثير. Then this is just, there's nothing in front of it to change it from the Dhamma. Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to change it.
السحر كثير استهزئ بالدين كثير الشك كثير الإحراد عن دين الله سواء من غير المسلمين أو ممن ينتسب للإسلام كثير.
No. It's السحر كثير والاستهزاء اس ولا كسر استهزاء كثير أو بدين كثير والشرك كثير والإعراض عن دين الله. No. سواء من. I don't know if you said men. You know you're from Memphis, so I don't know if you're
men. That's it, men.
Okay.
Men غيري.
طيب. أبو طاهر.
وكلها من عظم ما يكون قطرا وأكثار ما يكون وقوعا. فالشيخ محمد بن عبد الوهاب رحمه الله أصر على العشرة لكثرة وقوعها.
لكثرة وقوعها.
وإذا تأملت هذه الأشرة فعلا وقوعها كثير. السحر كثير. الاستهزاء بالدين كثير. الشرك كثير. الإراد عن دين الله سواء من غير المسلمين أو ممن ينتسب للإسلام كثير.
Inshallah. Get to the last page here, which is not much to it. Alright? And that'll be the end of this book. He says, فَيَنْبَغِي لِلْمُسْلِمِ أن يحذرها سكون يحذرها ويخاف منها. And يحذر and يخاف are because of the end. It's making it mansub at the end. Minha ala nafsihi. He says, فَيَنْبَغِي, and again this comes from ba, ghain, ya, meaning it is incumbent or befitting, right, for the Muslim, lil Muslim, and yahdaraha, to be aware of them. And we've been over this text here when we did Nawaqid-ul-Islam itself, right? فَيَنْبَغِي لِلْمُسْلِمِ أَنْ يَحْذَرَهَا. It's incumbent upon the Muslim to beware of them, right? Beware. Hadara meaning to warn and to be aware and conscious of them. وَيَخَافَ مِنْهَا, and to fear them. عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. And this is the important statement here. عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. This is important because the whole book that we're learning is for ourselves, right? Some people, they criticize the teaching of this book to beginners, right? Because in normal circumstances, this book, not necessarily the book of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, but this subject is taught at the end of a long book of fiqh, right? In books of fiqh, Bulugh al-Maram and Umdatul Ahkam, and other than that, they have this subject in there called Kitab al-Ridda, meaning the book of apostasy. And this book happens, but it happens after Kitab al-Tahara, Kitab al-Salat, Kitab al-Zakat, Kitab al-Siyam, Kitab al-Hajj, right? After Kitab al-Nikah, Kitab al-Buyu', Kitab al-Talaq, after all of these, the book of marriage and divorce and business and buying and selling and all of these, then at the end it comes Kitab al-Ridda. After a student has learned some about his religion and he gets some knowledge, then it comes to Kitab al-Ridda, right? The book of apostasy, right? So the important thing to mention here is that this book, he concludes the explanation here, even though there's a couple more little sentences and dua and stuff at the end. يَخَافَ مِنْهَا عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. He's scared of them for himself. Not for us to go around to others making takfir of them. It's for us to worry about our own iman. فَيَنْبَغِي لِلْمُسْلِمِ أَنْ يَحْذَرَهَا وَيَخَافَ مِنْهَا عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. الْمَرَادُ يَنْبَغِي هُنَا. The meaning, as we said, the marad comes from rawada, meaning to want something. Arada yuridu, the intention here, the thing that was wanted or intended by yanbaghi. This word yanbaghi, huna, here. Al-marad yanbaghi huna. The meaning of yanbaghi, the intention of the word yanbaghi huna, yajibu. Yajibu. The word yanbaghi, as we said, could be, and we explained this when we explained the actual method, it could be just befitting or recommended. It could mean recommended, such as you want to go to a sit down to get married? Do you wear, you know, some baggy shorts and a throwback jersey to go looking to get married? No, you're not saying that it's haram, but it's la yanbaghi. It's not befitting that you go to talk to a woman and you wear, you know, a basketball jersey and a pair of boxers, a pair of shorts. It's not necessarily haram, but it's not something that you would. It's not befitting, right? Here, however, yanbaghi, he's saying al-murad yanbaghi huna yajibu. It's wajib. It's obligatory. Meaning, it's not just a Muslim should fear. No, a Muslim must fear for himself. A Muslim must be aware. Not that he should, but if he doesn't, he's okay. No, he must be aware of these. He must fear for himself. Ahyanin, meaning sometimes. Yanbaghi yuradu biha al-istihbab. Yurad is just the verb of al-murad, right? Yuradu biha al-istihbab. Man, I can't get this sukoon for nothing on this chart, man. Istihbab. Sometimes it means al-istihbab, meaning from mustahab, that word. Hab, like hab, something loved, right? Istihbab, recommended. The word mustahab, recommended, means Allah loves it, right? Allah loves it. It's recommended, right? Wa ahyanin yuradu biha al-wujub. Yuradu biha al-wujub. Sometimes it means, the meaning of it is, the intention of it is obligation, wujub. Lidhalika Allahu yaqul. Lidhalika Allahu yaqulu. Due to that, Allah says, وَمَا يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ وَلَدًا. وَمَا يَنْبَغِي, and is not يَنْبَغِي, and we're not going to translate it so we can get to what he says. وَمَا يَنْبَغِي, and it is not يَنْبَغِي لِلرَّحْمَنِ, for ar-Rahman, أَنْ يَتَّخِذَ وَلَدًا, that he takes a child. It is not يَنْبَغِي for ar-Rahman that he takes a child. يعني لا يجب يحرم, meaning it is not obligatory, rather it is prohibited, right? So we have ينبغي, such as here, can mean al-istihbab, or it could mean wujub. And when we negate it, ma yanbaghi or la yanbaghi, either way, then it can mean al-kiraha, a dislike, or it could mean tahrim, it could mean prohibition. And so he's using this وَمَا يَنْبَغِي to show that it means a prohibition, which is the opposite of an obligation, right? So you have recommendation. The opposite of that would be dislike. Recommendation is not obligatory, but at the same time, it's recommended. Disliked is not haram, but it's disliked. Then you have the obligation, and the opposite of that would be prohibition. So here, وَمَا يَنْبَغِي لَا يَجِبُ, meaning it's not obligatory, يَحْرُمْ, it's prohibited. So al-muradu yanbaghi huna yajibu. The the intention or what's wanted here by ينبغي is it's obligatory. أحيانا ينبغي يراد بها الاستحباب. Sometimes ينبغي it's wanted by it الاستحباب, recommendation. وأحيانا يراد بها الوجوب, and sometimes it's wanted by it an obligation. لذلك الله يقول وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا. It's not ينبغي for ar-Rahman to take a child. يعني the meaning of ينبغي هنا يعني meaning لا يجب يحرم. It's not obligatory, it's prohibited. ونعوذ بالله من موجبات غضبه وعليم عقابه وصلى الله على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. And that's the end of the text of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, and he doesn't have any explanation of it there. وَنَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِن مُوجِبَاتِ غَضَبِهِ. We seek refuge in Allah min mujibat, from this word wajaba, which means mujibat, meaning those things which would necessitate ghadabihi, his anger. Wa alimi iqabihi, and the painful or the pain of his torment, his punishment. Wa sallallahu ala khayri khalqihi, and the salat of Allah be upon the best of his creation, Muhammad, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam, and upon his family and his companions, as well as the salam upon them. Any questions? Abu Tahir.
فينبغي للمسلم أن يحذرها ويخاف منها على نفسه. المراد ينبغي هنا يجب. أحيانا ينبغي يراد بها الاستحباب، وأحيانا يراد بها الوجوب. لذلك الله يقول وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا، يعني لا يجب، يحرم. نعوذ بالله من موجبات غضبه وعليم عقابه، وصلى الله على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
Abdullah.
فينبغي للمسلمين أن يحذرها ويخاف منها على نفسه. المراد ينبغي هو يجب. أحيانا ينبغي يراد بها الاستحباب وأحيانا يراد بها الوجوب. لذلك الله يقول ومن ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا، يعني لا يجب، يحرم. نعوذ بالله من موجبات غضبه وعلم عقابه. عليم عقابه. وصلى الله على خير خلقه محمد خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه والسلام
وعلى آله
وعلى آله
وصحبه وسلم.
وصحبه وسلم.
Now, you guys have the audio and you guys have the translation. It's upon you to go over it and over it and over it till you understand this book. You should have done that with Nawaqid-ul-Islam itself. You should have taken Nawaqid-ul-Islam and read it 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 until when you look at Nawaqid-ul-Islam, you understand Nawaqid-ul-Islam. Now, you have an explanation of Nawaqid-ul-Islam that you can understand because word for word has basically been broken down for you, right? And it's only 26 pages, right? I believe that's including the cover page. Am I right?
No.
Yeah, that's including the cover page, and the second page is just the copyright page. So it's actually only 24 pages. So these 24 pages, and there's not much on each page. You should read this and read this and read this and read this. You should be reading these 24 pages probably at least once a week. You should be reading them once a week. That's three pages a day, basically 4 pages maybe a day. Right? 3 to 4 pages a day. Read it every week until you understand what's being said in here, meaning the vocabulary becomes part of you, the phrases, how he's using stuff, what he's saying, and you can listen to the audio. Listen to the audio after you read it to make sure you're understanding what you're reading when you hear it, right? So that you can get your listening skills together. So the benefit of taking a book like this is not only you reading it, but you can listen to it too. It's an audio book. In fact, it was the audio before it was the book. So you just got to keep reading it and reading it and reading it. Inshallah ta'ala, after Ramadan is over, we'll start back with the explanation of the Sheikh of Qawaidul Arba, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Any questions about this book?
Man, like you said, got to read it.
You got to read it over and over. You know, the audios are there. You know, there's a website called Keep Vids, right? Keep Vids. There's one Keep Vid and one Keep Vids. I think the one that we want is the one with the S on it, .com, right? What it does is you can take a video from YouTube, and if you pay for it, you can take it from anywhere. Now I think it might be without the S. I'm not sure. Anyway, you'll know it. It's got like its symbol looks like this with a K, right? Blue and white. Anyway, if you pay for it, you can take any video from anywhere online and download it. But if you want to save a video from YouTube so you can watch it offline, then you go here and you copy the link, the URL for that video, and you put it in here, and you're able to save that video offline, and you can even take it and make just the audio out of it. If you wanted to take it, just make the audio, so you wouldn't have to use the video and use as much space up and all that. You can turn it into an audio. Anyway, you can turn the audios from the videos into audios or into videos and watch them offline, save them on your phone, put them in iTunes, you know, for when you're not using your internet, whatever, and go over it if you don't understand it. Use your dictionary, you know, all of that. That's my recommendation to you, brothers and sisters, that you need to just go over this book until you can read it and understand it. Listen to it, listen to the audio, which is how many minutes? It's about 26 minutes, I think. Anybody remember? I think the audio is 26 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, that's not much to listen to. You can listen to that every day on the way to work, on the way home, right? At lunchtime, while you're walking, you know, on a treadmill or something. You can listen to that every day, read 3 pages of it every day until you finish the book once a week, and then You know, it's going to be a while until we get to Qawaid al-Arba. It's going to be till after Ramadan. So you're talking about the middle of June. So you have a month and a half to just go over this. You should be able to cover it, say, 6 times in textbook, and 6 times in text form, and you could cover it, I don't know, 40 times in audio, right? So that's my recommendation to you, brothers and sisters. That's how you're gonna get it, all right? Fiikum barak. Now,